Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to recreate something from Snapchat, which is a filter, which is this filter, and I actually think this filter is so cute, so I wanted to recreate it and give my own little spin on it by doing my eyes and my lips. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today and I'm really excited. Quick little side note, what do you think of my stitch clips? Aren't they like really cute? I have many of them. I bought them at Primark and they're actually like those clips which you can clip in your hair and then they don't leave a dent in your hair like normal clips would usually do, and I'm really happy with them. And the first thing I'm going to do is use my Anastasia brow gel, which is actually nothing on here anymore and I don't really get why or how, but I am gonna use this product on my brows. And most of the time I don't fill my brows in, except when I'm doing like a really big eye look or face look at all, because then it looks a little bit weird if you're not doing your brows. But I think my brows look pretty okay like this, so I'm gonna keep them like this. Then the next step is going to be blush. And for that I'm going to use my Revolution X Roxy blush, which is a liquid blush, and I'm going to use my Shein blush brush. And it has a cat paw on the top. And I'm putting it first in the center right here. And then I'm going outwards until I'm here at my temples. And most of the time I just have a little bit left over, and then I'll stipple that on the bridge of my nose to give it a little bit color as well. If I think my brush went a little bit too heavy, I'm going to use a fluffy brush which normally has some powder left in it, and I'm going over it to sheer it out a little bit. And we're not gonna do highlighter yet because I'm first gonna do my eyes, so I'm gonna zoom you in a I'm gonna do my lips first. So for lips I have two products. I have the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Candy K, which is actually my favorite lip liner and my favorite liquid lipstick at the moment, but I'm gonna use the Maybelline Super Matte Ink in the shade Seductress on top of this. I thought this was a really good match, so first gonna line my lips. And most of the time if I use a lip liner, I'm already coloring in it a little bit, because otherwise it kind of looks a little bit strange, because then you can sometimes have those harsh lines if you can see a little bit through the lipstick. So now I'm gonna use the Maybelline lipstick, which I just told you. And these actually, they smell like vanilla and they are like so good. And they actually stay on like really long. They just have to dry down, so you cannot squish your lips together if they're not dry, because otherwise you have these weird stringies on your lips and nobody is happy with that. So now we're gonna go on to the eyes, and that's what we're gonna do like quickly, just as the rest of the video, because obviously the main point are these two little mushrooms on the cheeks. So for the eyes I'm going to use my Too Faced 24 Hour Anti-Crease Eyeshadow Primer. And for eyeshadow I'm going to use my big Orgy palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, which is this palette. And the shade I'm going to use to set my eyes is the shade right here, which is the shade Implant. And as you can see, it's actually one of my favorite shades to use. And what I normally do is I just pack this on, because if you have followed me for a while, you know I have a pretty oily eyelid, so I really have to do a good base, otherwise I will crease like really badly, like especially right here. When I think this is all done, I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush and take the excess of my eye. We're gonna do a very easy eye look, so I'm going to use the shade Blowout, which is a more orange shade in this palette, and it's actually underneath the shade I just used, which is this color and this color. I'm going to use a big fluffy brush and putting this at the outer corner of my eyelid as a little bit of a transition shade. My eyeshadow primer is performing a little bit weird today. I have no idea why, but yeah. Okay, so now we're done with this color. I'm going to use a little bit of a tinier blending brush, and I'm going to use the shade Invitation Only, which is the shade right here. It's a darker shade, and I'm going to use that on the outer corner and on the bottom lower lash line at the outer corner as well. And blending those two together, which I actually love this palette for, because these shades blend so easily into each other. Putting a little bit on the lower lash line. I want a little bit of that darkness back on the top of my eyeshadow, so that's why I put it a little bit more on there. And now I'm going to use a clean blending brush and I'm going softly over the edge, and then you have something like this. And with a flat brush I'm going to use the shade Implant again, and I'm going to put this on the inner part of my eyeshadow and making a little bit of an ombre with the darker color that we have on the lid. And then we have something like this. I'm gonna keep the eyelid matte today because I want the focus to be right there. And now we're done with the eyeshadow. I'm going to use an eyeliner, and it's actually something I just bought recently, and it's the Essence Lush Princess Liner in the shade Brown, which I think fits perfectly with this eye look, and I've tried this once before. I'll put a little video right in here, I think at the end of the video, or in between right here. I'm not really sure yet what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna put some video because I actually wore this yesterday, and I'm not gonna give you like my 100% thought, but I like this. And yeah, I filmed at the end of the day on my phone a little bit of a quick little review of how I thought this product performed. So I'm gonna do a little wing on both sides and put a little bit on the lid as well. And I'm gonna do the eyeliner like something until here, but as you can see, it's a really good brown and it can make a pretty wing as well. Oh, and by the way, something I didn't told you, this was only €3, which is like such a good price for if it works like really nicely. Now we're first gonna do some highlighter, and I'm gonna use a Fendi Beauty highlighter, which I bought at the Sephora in Mallorca, and it's a 2 squad, and I have the shade Girl Next Door and Chic Freak, and I'm gonna use the shade Girl Next Door, which is actually my favorite highlighter at the moment, at least one of my favorite, and it's this one right here. This has more like a metallic sheen, and this one has more of a glittery sheen with a little bit more texture when you put it on your cheeks. So what I'm gonna do is using a bigger brush and a tinier brush, and I'm gonna use this tiny this tiny brush for in my inner corner, tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose, and I'm gonna use this for the normal highlighter, like where you normally would place the highlighter, which is right here on the cheekbones. It just gives such a pretty, like, kind of realistic like sheen. It's so pretty. And sometimes I like to have it a little bit brighter on my inner corner, and at those times I just use my setting spray to wet it, which is what I'm gonna do right now. I'm going to wet the brush and go into the product, and that gives the product just a little bit more sheen, as you can see on this eye and not on this eye. What I'm gonna do now is I'll do mascara off of camera, and I'll be right back, and we can start with the little cute mushrooms for on the cheeks, which I'm so excited to do because I think they're gonna turn out so cute. Okay, so now I have this full makeup done. I used the Zoeva Infinite Potential Mascara with volume in the shade black, and this is actually the only mascara until now that I've tried which is not waterproof, and it keeps my lashes up, so I really enjoy using this product. But now we're gonna go to the exciting part, so I'm gonna zoom you in a tiny little bit closer so you can take a better look of the precision what I'm going to do. Then I'm gonna draw this two cute tiny mushrooms on my cheeks. And sorry if the lighting has changed a little bit, the sun is like doing kind of weird things today. I'm gonna use some water active paints. I have a white one and a black one. They're both from Superstar, and then I have this Diamond FX face chart. Like, it's a rainbow, which is very easy to use, and it's also color activated. Okay, so I am gonna start with the red. So I placed 2 dots on my cheeks so I can take a better look if they're like kind of similar. And now I'm gonna draw around the dots with the red. And if I keep looking down, my reference picture is right there, so that's easier for me to take a look at. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, and now we're gonna go to the next color, which is a orangey yellow shade. And I'm gonna make my own color, as you can see, like in here, like there right under my finger. I'm gonna mix the orange and the yellow together to get the tone that I actually want to have. Okay, so now I am thinking about doing the black line work, so obviously I'm gonna use the black shade right now. I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit closer so you can take like way better look of what I'm doing. What I'm gonna do now is use another tiny precision brush, and I'm gonna use my white to fill in the points and to give like the shape around here a little bit more dimension. My Jeffree Star Orgy palette again. Yeah, I'm gonna use this shade, which is called Craving a Chocolate, and that's this shade right here at the bottom of the palette. Using a tiny precisely brush, giving it a little bit depth on this side. Give it a little bit depth underneath. And then I'm gonna use a clean precisely brush, and I'm going to blend it to make it look a little bit better. And now I'm gonna zoom you out. And then this is what the finished look looks like. I think they are so cute, and I actually think they kind of look like the filter, I guess. Does it? I think so. I think theirs are a little bit more rounded, but I think it looks cute. If you liked this video, please give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and turn on notifications so you get a notification every time I upload a brand new video. And by the way, where is it? If you want to see a review video of this product, I can do that for sure. I am actually kind of planning on doing that, so comment it down below if you think that's a good idea. And if there are any other looks you want me to do, or any other filters you want me to recreate, comment it down below as well. And yeah, I just hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye! So I do have to say I misplaced them a tiny little bit, but one of the two is almost perfect and the other one is a little bit off, but they kind of look really similar if you see this picture. So yeah, that's really cool. Okay, so I quickly wanted to show you how good my eyeliner is still looking, and I'm so surprised by it because, like, as I told you before, this eyeliner is only like €3, and yeah, I've been wearing it since I think 3 in the midday. Yeah, I think, what time is it? Oh my god. I think I've been wearing it now for 7 hours, and it still looks like pretty spot on to me. Yeah, I'm so surprised by how well it actually stayed on, and I wanted to try it like on my bare eyelids because, as you can see, and as you know, like if you followed me for a while, I have pretty oily eyelids. And because of that, I thought, because this is not a waterproof eyeliner, at least it didn't say that on the bottle. At least it didn't say that on the bottle, so I was not sure, but like it stays on my oily lids like so amazingly good, and I'm so surprised by it, and I'm actually so happy because this is like, yeah, such a hit. I'm really happy with this product.